Okay, 1823, good luck. So we have actually played before. Let's go d5. Can only play too fast. It is 5 minute, it's not 3 minute. Just going to try and castle and worry about what to do. Where do we put these? Bishop up's natural. Yeah, let's bring the bishop up, see if he pushes a pawn. Again, very natural, and we can trade. He comes forward. Actually, I'm going to play the A pawn before the C pawn, just so I've got the option to trade. I'm just looking at knight up now. I think I should get my knight into play, and I want to reserve this square for C6. Pushed forward, okay. Yeah, I'm still going to play C6 Again, what to do now? I'm going to commit to trading the bishop and get a nice solid structure, so I'm going to have to trade the bishop now. I think it's probably time to think about pushing a pawn. Probably go with the knight, but he could go obviously with the bishop. So up, down, trades, trades. At least it opens things up. Oh, he's gone ultra aggressive. Okay, we need to start opening lines up then. So we're going to take here and go here because he's gone ultra attacking. So how do I do this? Let's bring a knight round and challenge that knight. He's still going to put his king somewhere reasonably safe. I think I should push here. It's relatively low risk opening the queen side up, relatively speaking. Let's just take and bring the knight in over, maybe. And we've got the option pawn up, maybe queen up. There is the annoyance of the bishop diagonal there, so we might lose an exchange, but we're going to try and go after that king if we can. Knight takes might be a nice sacrifice as well if we can get the queen up. Or knight in, again, could that be good? Takes, knight back. That feels like a good trade. Ideally, I would have liked the queen up first, but the knight will get in the way here. But I guess we just come back and hit that pawn. And maybe knight across queen up, that sort of idea. So he's gone back. So we could take the opportunity to push this pawn forward. I think I'm going to do that and just try and push the pawn up. If takes, I'll just take here. If down, I'll just come across and just sack, and then we're getting the queen active. Okay, I'm going to go this way. If takes, we could potentially do this, but he can support. So I'm going to stick to the plan and play forward here, just threatening to win a pawn. If you castle, we win this pawn. Pawn up could be a move, could be. Let's just see what he does. Bishop up could be a move to put a lot of pressure on. Actually, it is 5 minutes into this. Don't want to play it too quickly. Get the cursor off the board so there's no accidents. If you've done highlights and that, just click anywhere on the board and it gets rid of them. But we're threatening just to take on e3, and we've got bishop to h6 as well, which looks like a nice move. So he wants to castle next move. So rook b8, a4, rook c8, castle, trade. I think I need to push here with a view to coming across, I think. I'm going to push there. The idea is rook over to hit the two bishops. Maybe drive the queen back. He's probably fine, but we can take some risks and try and open the file up, especially if he castles. Maybe a quick f6 could be a move. But I don't want to trade the queens, so he's gone back. So is f6 good here? It feels like it is. Here, there is no trick with knight takes. I'll have to drop back somewhere. But actually, yeah, f6 I can't drop back this way. Here, down, back. He hits the pawn, doesn't he? I'm just going to shuffle the rook over then and hit the bishop. Okay. So trade. I want to play this move, but that's a problem. This Might be a move, but it creates weaknesses as well. It creates the idea of a sacrifice, but I really want to push forward. I'm going to drop back, threaten to sack and come in, but what I really want is to play f6. That's what I'm actually trying to do. He might just castle here, he might do. At least we've got the option takes, 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 but it's f6 I'm trying to do and open the file for the rook. Just because of how open this king defense area is. He's launched it, so now we'll play f6. Down I can maybe counter here. I'm just going to take with a rook to get tempo on the queen and maybe a cross. Okay, we're threatening to simply take. If you castle, maybe rook up to hit the pawn could be very strong. I mean, bishop down's a bit annoying, I suppose, but maybe it's still a move. Let's see. We'll just figure it out after our opponent moves. Comes forward. So surely a sacrifice is good here. Or takes, takes up. I'm just going to sack everything here. Takes, takes, takes is what I'm looking at. Takes, takes, takes. So takes, if you take here, that's a slight technical problem. But if I go here, rook across, that's a bit of a problem as well. Takes. I'm going to give up an exchange here. Oh, I've just realised I'm blundering the bishop, so I'll have to take. I've just blundered the game, actually, I think. Let's take. I'm pretty sure I've just blundered this game. I've lost my concentration. Cross. Just one of them things. If you lose your focus, you lose your focus. That's just chess. But you can just take, you know, take back, otherwise the rook comes down. So yeah. Should we just get on with another game? Let's throw a check in and take. This one's basically over now. I mean, the diagonal's opening up, everything's opening up. We just played a poor game, it is what it is. I might just move on to another one. See, my opponent is essentially 2000 in rapid there, just about. A strong player at my level. Okay, I'm going to take and threaten a check. But I've got no realistic threats here. As soon as this opens up, it's just basically checkmate him on, isn't it? He might even be able to allow this. Takes, 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 and push. I mean, maybe there's bishop back right now, but he might be able to allow something like that. But I guess otherwise you just run. If I play rook up to collect the pawn, you've just got rook down. Yeah, that's what he's done. He's found it. There's nothing, is there? I have to take, don't I? If rook across, I can just take, or I can drop the bishop back. But I can't actually take. Oh, well, I've opened that up. Again, if he takes, he does blunder a check, though. But he knows he's winning here. He's just got to watch the clock, but he knows he's positionally much better. He's just got 20 seconds to convert in, so I've pre-moved in case he takes the bishop. If he does, we're threatening queen check, though. That's annoying. So we've got a nice threat there. If he takes here, I guess that's a safe pre-move. He's come forward. So check, down. Wait, that's just a check. It's just a rook blunder. I nearly missed it. And now it's just over. Well, we get very lucky there, don't we? We get very, very lucky here. We get very lucky there, but we managed to survive it. We should have lost that one. Let's see how the engine says we actually did it, but we should have lost that one. Really well done by my opponent. So 41 moves. So they're the move times. So let's just see what we actually did in engine language. did I even gain any rating for that? I gained a whole 1 point for that. I would have lost a barrel load even for a draw. Yeah, completely lost here, and he's just blundered from completely lost -5. Lots of blunders here then, because we're worse here and it's back to level, but -5. So you need to see rook down instead of that pawn push. But it's still 3.3 there. And taking is a blunder, and it's now back to level. And then that's just a clean, actually a force mate in 21. It's quite funny when the engine says that, but we were never better until that blunder at the end. Until that blunder at the very end, we were never better in the whole game. And it's just a forced checkmate here. So even if you block there, we just check here and then mate next move. So we get very, very lucky with that one.